all quite excited that it could be the so-called flood tunnel booby trap system. Of course, we're going to investigate.
The Oak Island treasure has finally been found. Gold was discovered at Smith's Cove, and it was more than anyone expected. Rick and Marty Lagina were amazed when they saw traces of gold in the water, bringing new excitement to their search. But things became even more surprising when they found an old handmade ladder descending into a dark, water-filled tunnel. Who could have been there before them? As the search continued, it became clear that what they would find next could change everything. The discovery of gold in the water sparked hope that even more might be hidden in Oak Island's depths. The search area widened, and the brothers began to believe that gold could even be found near the trees on the island. Their hearts raced as they felt closer than ever to solving the centuries-old mystery. Yet the next discovery revealed something far more dangerous than just treasure. As they explored further, the brothers came upon the old ladder leading into a dark tunnel beneath the water. Could this be a clue left by treasure hunters long ago, or something tied to local legends? Those legends whisper of a deadly curse, claiming that one more person would need to die before the treasure could be uncovered. Despite these chilling stories, the team stayed focused and refused to give up. But the real question remained. Would the curse strike again before they uncovered the truth? As the episode continued, Paul, one of the team members, could hardly contain his excitement about the next steps. Marty, ever the leader, asked if the team was ready to bring the drilling rig, and the team gave an enthusiastic yes, preparing to face the challenges ahead. They were especially interested in a spot identified by two experts, Dr. Spooner and Dr. Michelle, who had been testing the water. They pointed to a specific area west of the garden shaft, which they called the blob, suggesting the treasure could be hidden there. The experts narrowed the search even further to a smaller area they jokingly named the Baby Blob. With a map in hand, the team theorized that a tunnel 95 feet below the ground might lead directly to the treasure, and they were eager to start drilling. As the rig got ready to dig into borehole DN 11.5, excitement built. Could they finally be on the verge of finding something beneath the island? Charles Barkhouse, Oak Island's historian, stepped forward to lead the drilling, while Marty prepared to inspect the garden shaft, which had recently seen a lot of progress. The team had removed piles of dirt and water, reinforcing the old shaft with wood, and they were now more than halfway to their goal of reaching 80 feet. With every step, they grew closer to uncovering more clues about the island's hidden past. Marty's journey down into garden shaft led to an incredible discovery. He found the old ladder hand-carved and waiting in the depths. Perfectly preserved, the ladder left Marty in disbelief. It was solid evidence that someone had been there before, possibly centuries ago, in search of the same treasure. The team began to wonder if the person who built the ladder might have also hidden the gold they were now pursuing. Could this simple structure be the key to unlocking the centuries-old mystery of Oak Island? As drilling continued at borehole DN 11.5, all attention turned to the rig. The team had reached depths between 78 and 88 feet, inching closer to their target. Suddenly, a loud grinding noise pierced the air. The drill operator stopped and measured the depth. To their astonishment, they had broken through something, a hollow space roughly 1.5 feet wide. Terry, one of the geologists, anxiously awaited more information. Had they found a void, a tunnel, or something entirely different? The drill operator confirmed they had hit an open space 90 feet below the surface, prompting the team to pause and regroup. Charles quickly contacted the Lagina brothers to relay the discovery, and Rick, thrilled by the news, rushed to the site. When he arrived, the drill operator explained that they had breached an obstruction and reached the mysterious void. Speculation quickly spread. Could this be part of the tunnel? Excitement mounted as they realized the discovery aligned with other nearby boreholes. To investigate further, Marty ordered a core sample. The team held their breath as it was brought to the surface. When opened, it revealed chunks of wood. Could this be remnants of an ancient treasure chest, possibly one that once held gold? Terry sent the wood for testing, and hope soared. Later, the team gathered at the Oak Island Interpretive Center to hear results from metal archaeologist Emma Culligan. Emma revealed that the wood sample contained a surprising amount of gold, confirmation that the team was on the right path. This breakthrough injected new energy into their efforts, and confidence grew that they were closer than ever to solving the Oak Island mystery. Drilling continued at the garden shaft, with a team plan to explore 12 more boreholes in hopes of uncovering signs of human activity, such as tunnels or buried artifacts. Meanwhile, Rick and team member Peter Fornetti explored Lot 26, where they stumbled upon an old stone wall. Clearly no ordinary structure. It seemed to hold yet another piece of the ever-deepening puzzle. As the search progressed, the team delved further into the island's complex history. They revisited the work of Fred Nolan, a surveyor who had studied Oak Island for decades and made numerous key discoveries, including the massive cross-shaped formation known as Nolan's Cross. Fred's son, Tom Nolan, joined the team, continuing his father's legacy and ongoing hunt for answers, the team, including the discovery of an old, out-of-place well filled with broken pottery. The team wondered what the well might have been used for. Could it be hiding more secrets? Tom also showed them sketches from his father's notebook of a mysterious stone formation called the Quadrilateral, which didn't appear natural and sparked speculation about whether it was connected to the treasure. With each new clue, the mystery of Oak Island deepened, and Rick and Marty Lagina pushed further into the island's secrets, eager to uncover what lay beneath the Money Pit. Back in 1861, something strange happened at the Money Pit, a spot many believed held buried treasure. The pit suddenly collapsed, and all the wooden beams supporting it vanished without a trace. Some believed this signaled treasure hidden below, while others thought it was the work of ancient religious warriors who might have buried riches from long, difficult quests to protect sacred places and fight in holy battles. For years, Rick and Marty have searched for this treasure, documenting their quest on the TV show The Curse of Oak Island. Though they have yet to uncover the legendary treasure, they have found small traces of gold in the island's waters, rekindling their excitement. Could this mean the treasure is real, or are they chasing a centuries-old legend? The island also carries a dark legend, warning that the treasure won't be found until 7 people have lost their lives in the search. So far, 6 have perished, casting an eerie shadow over every discovery. With each step forward, the brothers feel the weight of the legend looming over them. Over the years, they have uncovered many strange artifacts that deepen their belief in Oak Island's hidden secrets, including pieces of wood, tools, old coins, and even a U-shaped structure that suggests the involvement of secretive groups like the Knights Templar. The Templars, Christian warriors from the Middle Ages, were said to have gone on dangerous missions to protect sacred lands, and some believe they had treasures, not only gold but possibly sacred relics like the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant, on Oak Island. One of the most intriguing finds was an old lead cross that might be connected to the Templars, adding to a growing collection of clues, including coins and other artifacts, that fueled the brothers' determination to solve the Oak Island mystery. The discovery of old coins and tools only made the Oak Island mystery even more thrilling. It became clear that Oak Island wasn't just about treasure. It could also be hiding objects of great historical and religious importance. Perhaps the island wasn't just a hiding place for gold, but for something even more significant, something that could change how we understand history itself. The team kept digging, searching every corner of the island. They used advanced technology to probe deep underground and underwater, always hoping for new clues. Each time they uncovered a piece of gold or an ancient object, it fueled their determination to keep going. Then came an even more thrilling find: traces of gold in the island's waters. Could this mean the treasure was near, or was the island once again playing tricks, drawing them deeper into its mysteries? With each season of exploration, the team's determination grew. They identified a promising location they called the Baby Blob, which seemed like it could be the treasure's resting place. This time, they planned to dig deeper than ever before, but they knew they had to be cautious. The legend of Oak Island warned of danger, and they were aware that 6 lives had already been lost. Would this dig finally reveal the treasure, or would they confront the island's deadly curse? Searching for Oak Island's treasure had become about more than just gold. It was about uncovering history. Every artifact was another piece of a vast puzzle. Even something small, like a stone shot, helped them understand more about the island's past. The search would become a quest to discover who came to Oak Island centuries ago. what they left secrets for another generation, and why they chose the island to hide it. Pulled them deeper as the Lagina brothers prepared for what could be their biggest discovery. Urging the team onward, they couldn't help but think of all the explorers who had tried. One of the most intriguing mysteries many had searched, famous lost, but none had succeeded. Oak Island. Every step in the past, explorers mysteriously lost track of this tunnel, and its disappearance puzzled all who followed. What had happened to it? Why couldn't anyone find it again? These unanswered questions drew treasure hunters to Oak Island for over 200 years. Today, scientists, geologists, and historians are working together, determined to dig deeper into the island's mysteries. They have focused on two new areas, called boreholes 8.5 and 13.5, where they detected something astonishing, a 10-foot empty space underground. This discovery gave the team fresh hope that they might finally be on the verge of a breakthrough. The discovery of a 10-foot empty space underground gave the entire team a burst of excitement. What could be hiding in that void? Could it finally be the key to solving Oak Island's centuries-old puzzle? As they drilled deeper, something surprising emerged. A very old cross buried deep within the earth. The sight of the ancient cross filled everyone with hope and renewed energy. Could this be a sign they were close to something important? Some believe that hidden beneath the surface were old wooden tunnels, possibly linked to a legendary place on the island called the Garden Shaft. Rumors swirled that the Garden Shaft might hold more than just dirt and rocks. It could contain the long-lost treasure itself. With this belief in mind, the team dug carefully, determined not to disturb the ground too much, especially knowing there could be hidden tunnels below. The deeper they dug, the more they hoped to uncover these mysterious passageways spoken of for centuries. But as their efforts continued, frustration crept in. Despite all their precision, the wooden tunnels remained out of reach. Doubts began to surface. Were they digging in the right place? Had the infamous money pit, where the treasure was said to be hidden, shifted over the years? For over 225 years, people had searched the treasure, yet no one had ever found it. Just when it seemed like the search might fail, something remarkable happened. Air bubbles appeared in the soil as they drilled. These bubbles were a big deal. They could signal empty spaces underground, possibly even the elusive tunnels they had been chasing. Spirits lifted across the team as hope returned. Could these tunnels finally lead to Oak Island's legendary treasure? Excited by the possibility, they quickly collected water samples near the bubbling area, hoping analysis would reveal more clues about what lay beneath. To strengthen their efforts, the team partnered with the Jumam Mining Company, a group of experts who could help them dig safely and efficiently. As the mining company worked to explore and stabilize the shafts, they uncovered something even more intriguing. Water was rushing into the shaft from the land side, possibly indicating they were nearing the flood tunnels many believed had been built to protect the treasure. In response, the team devised a bold and clever plan. They decided to reinforce the shaft with concrete, preventing water from flooding in and making it safer to dig deeper. They knew the renovations might take months to complete, but they were willing to wait after all. What if the treasure was just below their feet? They had come too far to give up now. As the team waited for the renovations to be finished, the excitement was almost too much to bear. What would they find once they were able to return to the dig sites? The Duma Mining Company reassured them that after the renovations, they would be able to explore the shafts under the safest conditions possible, which was crucial since digging on Oak Island was dangerous, with unstable ground and the constant risk of collapsing tunnels. The idea that they might uncover a network of wooden tunnels, perhaps filled with ancient artifacts or even treasure, felt more real than ever. The Duma Mining Company even speculated that hidden wooden structures might lie within the tunnels, and if this were true, the treasure could be closer than anyone had imagined. The team's hope soared. Could they be the ones to finally solve the mystery that had baffled treasure hunters for centuries? The excitement among the Lagina brothers and their team was contagious, and everyone was eager to dig deeper into the garden shaft and maybe, just maybe, find the original money pit, the heart of Oak Island's mystery and legend. If they could locate it, they might finally discover whether the legendary stories of treasure were true. But it wasn't just about the gold. The team knew that every artifact they uncovered could reveal a larger story. They weren't just digging for riches. They were digging into history, seeking to understand who had come to Oak Island all those years ago and what they had left behind. Some believe that the Knights Templar, a group of religious warriors from the Middle Ages, might have hidden their treasure on the island. And if true, the treasure could include not just gold, but sacred relics like the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant. The team was determined to keep going, no matter how tough things got. They knew that many explorers had tried and failed before them, but they believed they had what it took to succeed. Their journey was about more than wealth. It was about uncovering the long-buried secrets of Oak Island. Whether it took years or even decades, the Lagina brothers were ready to keep searching until they found the truth